Hi, this is Sherry from Essential Spending Planner. Today's little video is going to be about truth and money. Do you seek truth when it comes to money? And are you 100% honest with money? And this is really important because if you don't have these basic values around money and your mindset around money, then you will never be able to achieve the dreams and goals and the financial freedom that you're wanting. And so that's what we're going to talk about today. Now, just to go back where we talked about the common financial pitfalls, I've just highlighted a few which I'm going to cover today. Is having no boundaries for your spending is being dishonest, that we need to be able to, because not having any boundaries means anything goes, and we see that on the internet with people's opinions, but we know there is truth, there is the right way. And so if we don't have boundaries around our spending, then we're telling our money that they don't have any truth. They can do whatever they want, yet you're the one that's going to pay the price for it. Having your head in the sand mentality, ignoring your financial current health, what you can afford, what you cannot afford, that is being dishonest. Actually believing what you can afford, knowing how much your things are costing you, and facing up to it. I'm really hoping that through this you will stop ignoring the truth and start being honest about your money. Are you sticking your head in the sand and not being 100% honest in your spending habit? Do you know how much it costs you to live each week? In other words, you've used electricity for the last week, you've used water, and so really you should have that money be setting aside that you've used for the last week, rather than waiting till the bill comes. So to be 100% complete, 100% honest with our usage and our money is when we use it, we need to pay for it. So we need to put that aside. Do you know what costs you every week of the things that you're using? The other one is, are you ignoring to accept and prepare for the cost of unexpected and unplanned expenses? They do happen. It's not they happen, they will happen. Things always break down, need repairing, and a lot of these things are things you actually need. For example, if you get in a car accident and it's your fault, then you're up for an excess, which could be up to $700. Yet you need your car in order to go to work, pay for that $700. And so that's something that you need to be prepared for. It's something that may not happen, but there's likely that it may happen. Plus, there's so many other unexpected things. So there should never be anything in life. There really isn't anything in life that's unexpected if we sit down and think about it. If we take that time and think about those unplanned expenses that may happen and have a plan for them and prepare for them, it brings so much peace of mind, and you're going to totally eliminate the stress of money in the future. Chosen denial about the real cost of your lifestyle does not prevent finance stress. It increases it. And so I really want you to think of this picture anytime that you hand over your card, not knowing where the money's going to come from first or which account. You're just thinking, oh, I want that. That's those spontaneous spends. At that point, you have your head in the sand and you're not being 100% honest of where that money is going to come from. You're spending it first and then figuring out or saving it for a second. Again, we need to save our money first, then spend our money. And that goes with lifestyle. Okay, we have our life costs and we have our style costs. And so we need to be 100% honest and truthful what it actually costs us for our life. Also, to make sure that we're paying for those things first. They should be priority. They're the things that as parents, we have an obligation to protect and care for our children. If we are not taking care of these things first, and it's not just the things here and now, it's also things in the future, then we need to improve. So besides just your basic essential costs, your water, your electricity, your food, a roof over your head, the other things that are a necessity are to prepare for the unexpected, the unplanned things. And so if you don't have money set aside for those things that will provide the basic needs for your family, then that needs to be a priority. Because these things, these security, peace of mind things, are things that will happen, and you can choose to put your head in the sand, but it's not going to make it go away by making a plan. And it's surprising how much little you need to put away each week even to do these things. But then you have that peace of mind and you're being completely honest about the truth of what it costs for you and your family. Then after you have those costs, then you can go on over and decide what kind of style you can afford. But the problem is a lot of people do the style first and then they leave the essentials for last. Life first, style second. So we need to know what our needs are, and our needs are modest needs. What do we need to provide for ourselves and our family? Then we need to think about what we really want. What do we really want for ourselves and for our family? And if you can't you need to, this is very important to know what goals and things you want, because if you don't have those, then you will spend most of your money on your wants, what you think you want. So your wants are the here and now. So I think you want it right now, but it only brings pleasure momentarily. And so you can waste a lot of your pay. In fact, you can waste all your pay after you pay for your essentials on just your wants. And then you'll find yourself complaining that you don't get what you really want. That's because you have to be clear on what you really want and then decide which is more important. So this is a song, and I'm not sure if it's going to play, but we will try it. Check it out. It's Black Sheep. The choice is yours. And I want you to listen to the chorus. The chorus is very repetitive. Are you going to choose this or that? Are you going to choose this or that? The this is the spontaneous things, that the here and now things. It's the impulsive spending, the instant gratification, addictions, complaining about money, having a sense of entitlement that you deserve to buy something. The blame game, especially when it comes to your spouse or your partner, never admitting that you're wrong, deep with spending, not being totally honest in all your accounts and spending with your spouse. Lack of unity with your spouse, and just spending money on your wants. That is going to bring you this, and it is going to eliminate your chances of getting your that, which is your forward and long-term thinking. It's keeping that eye on the goal of what you really want, thinking before you spend, being aware, having self-control to sacrifice the this so you can get to that. Healthy money mindset, believing in truth about money and being 100% to get it. Own your own weaknesses and be teachable. 100% honest, again, with your finances, being unified with yourself and your partner and others. And that includes not having that pride thing, getting a nice car, getting the nice thing just so that other people think you have money, yet you're in debt to your nose. So we need to avoid pride and be totally honest to ourselves and others that it's okay to have a modest home, because at least you don't have big debt. And invest money on what you really want. And so the choice is yours. The choice is yours to believe truth or to continue to be deceived by consumerism and maybe in your current mindset that is not getting you to financial freedom. And so by believing that truth and being 100% honest is the key for you to have financial freedom and totally experience peace of mind, which I can tell you is a great feeling when it comes to your money. And so this is Sherry Dumbrell from Essential Spending Planners. And be honest, believe truth, and be honest.